As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's make a play, boys. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for space. It's blue. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly complete. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's held. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fires to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Makes the catch. It's Etienne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quick strike complete. Oh, what a spin! That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Scanning the field, it's back. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. looking to throw. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
And he's got it at the 30. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Back, it's Manning. They're bringing heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Touchdown, Georgia. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Blue. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Got his man quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to it. He makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Don't let him rest. Make him jump offside. Let's get up here with the W.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Buys a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it into the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum. Going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Defense in press coverage. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Beck. Finds a man in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Blue. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Ewers. Quickly to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but no. Enough for the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.